Originally, like booze and weed kind of comforted me. And then about the time I turned 15, I was introduced to a drug that I didn't know what it was. And I smoked it, and it was methamphetamine.
So I was about 12 years old when I started using meth. When I was 21 years old, I sold drugs 2 times to an undercover police officer.
I got on the catch and release program, from Maricopa County to Coconino County. And eventually, I got what I describe as a second chance at a second life. I got a recovery court plea.
I got on probation in April 2018. I was sentenced to 3 years of intensive probation.
I had 2 surveillance officers, and I got a lot of treatment. I needed a lot of treatment.
Probation changed my life.
I just think probation's really misunderstood. Like, people don't really know what probation is.
Probation is a diversion from prison. Instead of being sentenced to prison for a crime, they are sentenced instead to supervised release, given terms and conditions to follow.
What it is it's almost as if law enforcement and behavioral health had this perfect baby.
There's obviously different ways you can keep the community safe. Some people, unfortunately, do have to be incarcerated, but a large majority of them just don't have the opportunities. No one taught them the right tools in life.
Some people don't have that foundation behind them, so now they're an adult and they've never been shown the right way to do anything.
Maybe parents who are in and out of prison, parents who have a history of substance abuse.
Probation is an opportunity to help people keep their jobs, contribute to the whole economical system, and also take accountability. If they need to pay back a victim, if they owe victim restitution.
I was ordered to go do community service at the Family Food Center, and I was upset, right? And it wasn't until we got to the serving portion where they opened the doors, where I get to see people that I grew up with and families that I grew up with, asking for food.
It cost a fortune to house a person in detention. So it saves the state a ton of money. I can, supervise 35 probationers at a fraction of the cost that you can to detain 35 probationers.
I always thought that I was somebody that just didn't deserve to live a good life, or I just couldn't go to school, or I couldn't get a good job.
Because in the past I was numb due to alcohol and drugs. The only feeling I really had was just pain and suffering and hateful. But as you sober up, you get these feelings again.
I was so attached to the lifestyle of the abuse, to the substances, and I couldn't see my way out. And probation really helped me find the light at the end of the tunnel.
Probation is a fundamental service to this system. Without it, we will only have people continue to go back into prisons, back into the street, back into prisons, back into the street, and that's not a solution. Each community member's life matters. We are not just a aggravated DUI or a sales charge. And if we work towards making each community member just a little bit healthier, well, then we have healthier communities. And in turn, we have safe communities.